Hey everyone, welcome back for our 11 o'clock live chat. This is our Flub Up Friday. So I hope all of you are having a great Friday. And so we are going to mess up. We're going to do some messing up today. So we started that in the 10 o'clock. We'll continue that for the 11. And then the 2 o'clock, I'll do a complete look. So we did eraser. I showed you or compared traditional makeup versus eraser and how I think some might be spraying at first to try to cover certain things where we're still covering it like traditional makeup. Hey Robin, how are you? And the same thing goes with hello Elba and Cindy and Donnie. The same thing goes with the foundation. I think we're still trying to cover like traditional makeup. So the three things you want to remember about airbrushing is hold it about 4 finger widths away. You're going to keep moving around the face. This isn't moving. That's moving your hand, but staying in one place. And so you want to keep moving and then barely pull back on the trigger. The pulling back on the trigger is something you'll want to practice. Hey, Trish. And that's something you can practice with water. You can practice with a color that's not your shade. There's different things that you can do for that. But you're going to want to practice all of them to make this application go smoothly. Now, we always tell you that there's a learning curve. So we tell you to do 7 days in a row, the 7-day challenge, do it airbrush 7 days in a row. And then by that 7th day, more likely before that, you'll have a better understanding of how the makeup is applied. So remember that you are using 10 times less makeup. Now, at first, you might be using a little bit more. You might be using 12 drops, 15 drops, whatever. But know that over time, you'll be using less and less. Even at 20 drops, we're still using less makeup than traditional makeup, okay? So don't worry about that. Also know that it's not going to feel sticky. It shouldn't feel sticky or wet. If it is at first, that's okay. Just know that it shouldn't feel sticky or wet and that you'll get to that point, okay? So let me go in and I'll go ahead and do shade 3. All right. I'm putting a lot of drops in here just because we're going to mess up. All right. So I'm turning my system on. There's air that's coming out. Now, if I don't, I'll do this side wrong. Let's say if I pull all the way back on my trigger, even if I'm 4 finger widths away, and I pull all the way back on my trigger and I don't move my hand, this is what I'm going to get. It's actually, there we go. Okay, ready? What's going on now? There we go. I need to clean my stylus. You're gonna get that. And then obviously that isn't something that we're gonna want. That's going to be too heavy or cakey. Then if I pull all the way back and I'm close, if I'm not that 4 finger widths away, you're covering like traditional makeup. And you guys laugh, but I've actually seen people apply it this way because they're going to be used to traditional makeup. And people think, oh, I need to pull all the way back. If you do that, it's going to drip down your face. It's just yuck. Now, it's not going to have a fingerprint or anything like that. But even doing that, people feel like, oh, I'm going to cover every inch, and that they're still applying it like regular makeup. It actually doesn't look horrendous, but it looks more like traditional makeup. And that, again, that's not what we're doing here. We're putting it on where it's going to look like natural skin. I mean, from here, it looks pretty good, except it's wet. And then people might think, oh, I can just do a blender and blend that out. But applying Luminess, that's not how you want it to look. It's not how you want to apply it, okay? I have to use acetone through. Valerie, are you rinsing it and cleaning it after every single use? What I would also do is, because if you're cleaning it after every single use, it shouldn't do that. Once a week, I usually do a deep cleaning where I'll soak it in hot water, or something like that. But soak it in hot water. As long as you're cleaning it every single time, as long as you're rinsing it out with warm water every single time, it should not clog. So if you're having those issues with that stylist, maybe call customer service and they can walk you through. And it might be something, with the stylist. They might need to replace the stylist. So Musette just put the number there. It's 888-793-7474. Call them and let them know that your husband breaks it apart and cleans it and all that. That it should do it. I've had the same stylist for years. So, so it just might be the stylist. So we'll replace that. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to turn my system back on. And then, so that was too close. That was pulling back. So let's say you have the pulling back pretty good. Maybe it's a little bit too much, but if you're not moving fast enough, might be out. Okay, I'm still applying. Yeah, I'm out. I still applied it too much. And if you look at that, it actually looks pretty good, but it's sticky. Okay. It's still going to feel sticky. So it should not feel that. Does it, Elizabeth asked if it covers pores. Yes. The one thing you'll want to do is use the Velvet Veil. The Velvet Veil is a blur and it is amazing. It is going to help blur fine lines, wrinkles, pores, all of that. Robin, I've never changed my needle. I've never changed the needle. You have to be careful with it to make sure you don't bend it in any way. Just cleaning it, as long as your needle, isn't bent and doesn't have makeup on it, you're good to go. All right. So also note that the closer you are, the more exact. I think I did this with a darker shade last time, but, and you can do this with construction paper or drawing paper where you can take your color and like go in close, farther back, and you can see the difference of the circle. I'm just making sure this is dry. So if I'm really close, can you see this freckle right here? I'm going to do it heavy. This isn't how you do it, but I just want to show you how precise this is. Hey, Amy. Can you see that? Look. Look how precise that guy is, right? So when you're doing the face, you want to make sure 4 finger widths away. If you're too close, you're only going to get that small little line. Hey, Nicole. And it's not going to do it to airbrush the right way. Okay? Because again, you're micromanaging. You're trying to cover little bitty areas, and that's not what we want. Now, hold on, I'm just letting it dry. I'm letting it dry. All right, so if I do it the correct way, it's too concentrated. So if I do it, if you're 4 finger widths away, the spray is about right here. So that's why we want to keep moving it and not staying in one spot. I'm now gonna make one pass doing it the right way and show you what it should look like, okay? And you can start anywhere on your face. My moves are very deliberate, but I'm not trying to micromanage my spray. Spray under my eyes. Move it down. Nose. Between my eyebrows, down my forehead. It's not getting in my hair. It is very precise. Go down my neck. Okay, that is one pass. Yes, Robin. That's one pass, okay? So now I still have redness. I still have these little areas I want to cover. So I'm going to go in and make another pass. You probably need to be looking and just going, is she even spraying anything on her face? Because I'm confused. That's how light you're going to spray. Again, I'm not hurrying. This isn't a race. I want to make sure to get everything every area I need to. I concentrated on my cheeks. Hey, Nicole. Go on my forehead. I'm going back to my cheeks because that's the main areas I need to cover. Okay, that's another pass. Now it should start looking better. It's about making passes. You're filling it. Now I'm going to concentrate on those areas I need to really cover. This little guy here. Melt. Because I'm playing with it. So I'm going to add a couple more drops. And I can concentrate on that. Nicole, one product that you might want to try is our CC Concealer, even the color corrector, or even eraser. Or you can listen to Erasure. The color corrector would be amazing. The CC Concealer, depending on how bright the rosacea is. And that can help with coverage before going into the foundation. So all my redness is gone. My face should start looking flawless and even. Now I'm going to do it on my eyes because I do have darker lids. Again, making passes. Okay, so you saw me. I'd made several passes, right? Now I'm going to take my Kleenex. Nothing. Nothing. Nada. That is how amazing it is. It should not feel heavy or cakey. It should not be sticky. It should dry almost instantly. Nicole says, I use liquid concealers too. I don't have the CC one. Nicole, check it out. It comes in the, I don't know if it's on sale right now though. They come in the 0.25 bottles. But you can always check it out. And try, just try it. It's pretty amazing. Pretty darn amazing. All right, guys. So I have my coverage on. The next step would be to use, we're going to start the makeup. So I'm going to finish the makeup at 2. So I will put some color and some hi Rebecca, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. I'm going to start sculpting, doing some contouring. We'll do a little bit of eyeshadow. It's Friday Flub Up. So I might just go light. Ooh. A luminous problem is not a bad thing. But yeah, always come on here, because if you like whatever you purchase, I can show you how to use it, show you little tips and tricks, and then you can always see put the next thing on your list that you'll need. All right. All right, guys. So good to see you this Friday. And I will see you soon. Well, we'll be back at 2. And of course, I'm going to use the Lion King, but we'll go with some lighter, kind of fun makeup for this Friday. All right. I'll see you guys. Talk to you soon.